Oh, hey. Look at this. Welcome, everybody, to the Faithful Studios. Faithfully Bearded's channel. I'm Tyson, my lovely wife, Madison, behind the scenes, keeping me accountable, doing my secretary work, and what we do is we review a company for a week. We tell you about their shipping, their packaging, their product, their scents, how it feels for me, if they have any women products, if Maddie uses them. And today is Friday. So you know what Friday means. If you're subscribed to my channel, you know that it's review day. It's live stream day. It's giveaway day. So if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and hit the thumbs up on this video. Thumbs ups all go to charity. This month is Autism Awareness Month. And today, we're reviewing the Bad Dog Beard Company. That's right, here's the card. Here's the new Cowash. Haha, I got it. We're going to get into that, tell you what I think, give you some details on Bad Dog, the company, the owner, the products, and how you can get your hands on some. So, stay tuned right after this. Alright, so we're going to get into the Bad Dog review. I got to get a sip of coffee here. Let me get my sticker so you can see it. And we got one on this side too. So we got the hot coffee. We're going to follow that up and get this video started with a bang. Feel that rush through your body. So now we can get into this. So I unboxed Bad Dog Beard Company on Monday. And I've been wearing it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Today's Friday. I have it in right now. I'm going to go through what I think of the company, the product, tell you about that, and give you a chance to win some Bad Dog. Because there's a lot of you out there that haven't tried it yet. So, Bad Dog Beard Company. Owner is Jeff. Super awesome guy. Amazing guy. He's amazing in the community. Amazing human being and person first and foremost. And I had an opportunity to talk to him this week, and we sat on the phone for about an hour, him, Maddie, and I, and we kind of had some questions for him. We wanted to find out about him and the company, and, you know, I asked him, I was like, man, you have one of the biggest, craziest, thickest, longest beards in the game. How did your beard journey start? And he kind of chuckled, and he said, you know what? I used to shave all the time, and I couldn't shave with a razor because I got razor burn. So I was using an electric razor all the time, and, you know, I kind of thought to myself at one time, I have genetics to grow this beard. So he continued to try to grow it out, and he'd get to that itchy phase, that itchy mark, and he just couldn't get past it. It would drive him nuts, and he'd end up shaving and starting over. And one of his buddies at one point told him, like, you got to use beard oil. You got to use beard oil to get past that itchy phase. And he never believed it, never bought into that. He wasn't in the bearded community on Instagram and YouTube, so he knew nothing about it. He's an outdoorsman, so he's bike racing. He's doing the family thing. Didn't really have time to be on social media and try to figure out this beard community, or that it even existed. He didn't know. But his friends kept telling him, like, dude, to get past this itchy phase, you gotta do a beard oil. You gotta maintain your beard and take care of it just like you do on your head hair. So he decided to try out a beard oil, and he didn't really like it. Didn't think, you know, that it was really too much, wasn't for him, didn't do a lot for his beard. So he decided, you know what, for Christmas in 2017, I'm just going to make some beard oil. I'm going to do some research, make some beard oil, see if I can find something that works for me so I can utilize these amazing beard genetics that I have. And so he did. So he did a lot of research. He found ingredients and kind of came up with some scents that he wanted to try. And he just kind of made them for himself. And he gave them out for Christmas gifts, right? So he had a lot from making them for himself. So he's like, you know what, I'll just give these out for Christmas gifts to my friends. Especially the guys that have been telling me, you use a beard oil. So he gave them out, and he had amazing feedback from his friends. They're all like, dude, you could sell this stuff. Like, you should be in business selling this stuff. So he kind of thought to himself and contemplated, like, you know, should I just do this as a hobby? Should I create a business and start this? And he went back and forth on it for a while, and he decided that he was going to do a business and make a business out of it. So now he's coming like, how do I name this business? What do I want to call it? How do I come up with a name? And so he's sitting there and he's just kind of thinking and watching life. And he's got, you know, at the time, like a 2.5-year-old son, Chase. And they had their dog and a baby gate up. And Chase was getting food. And the dog, Ollie, jumps over the baby gate, plows down the kid to get to Chase's food. And Jeff thought to himself, man, what a bad dog. And then it kind of clicked, like, wow, Bad Dog. Like, that's a cool company name. And I can make a cool logo with that. So the logo you see here is his actual dog. It's represented after his dog. The company name is Bad Dog. It's got one of the best logos, one of the best names in the business. And we'll talk about that more in a minute. But so then he had the business, decided he was going to go into the business, decided on the name, came up with the logo. Now it kind of came down to, like, do I want to continue to use the ingredients that feel good to me? Do I want to use a bunch of carrier oils and try to get benefits from everything? And he kind of mixed and matched and played around with it, and he decided on using 3 really good carrier oils. His mindset was, I'd rather have 3 really good ingredients that are going to make your beard feel good and your skin feel good, rather than having a ton of carrier oils that get diluted because you're mixing so many together and you don't get the proper benefits of it. So that's kind of where he came up with his oil profile, and I'll get into what's actually in that here in a minute. Came up with that, came up with a balm that he likes, and decided, you know what, I'm going to market this. So business started April of 2018, decided to jump into the beard community, get present, figure out what was going on in there, and start marketing his company. So that's where the company came from. That's a little background on Jeff and the company, and how the name came about, and how the labels came about. So let's get into the product. And the first one, I don't know if I'm going in order or not of my favorite to my least favorite, but first one that we're going to talk about is the Peppermint Rosemary. So let's just take a look at the bottles real quick. I go over these on my unboxing, but after using these for a week, the bottles are these amber bottles. The labeling is really awesome. It seems pretty oil proof to me. I don't have anything to where I have like oil streaks running down. You got the awesome scent profile around the border of the label, and I love that. I think that's really unique and awesome. You have directions on here, and then you have ingredients. So let's talk about those 3 carrier oils that he decided to use. You got argan oil, you got jojoba oil, and coconut oil. And then you got essential oils in here as well. So peppermint, rosemary. And this is basically what it is. It's the smell you get is mint, first and foremost, but then when you rub it in your hands and you get it in your beard, you start getting that rosemary. So this is a really good, refreshing scent. Some people will like a peppermint scent in the morning to give you a pick-me-up, wake up. Some people like it to go to bed. I like it after a shower and to go to bed. I feel like it gets in my skin well, feels good. I like to feel and smell minty when I climb into bed. I just feel fresh and clean, and I really like that. But back to the bottles here. These droppers are some of the best in the game, and let me just show you why I say that. Like, they're a little stiff, and I like that little stiffness. They don't feel like super squishy or anything, but when you put them in here with a full squeeze, you get over half the dropper full. And a lot of times, I end up getting more than that. And I really like that, but I like the stiffness of the rubber. It feels good. You get a good amount in there. It sucks up the oil well. And as far as the scent, I feel like you get the peppermint right away. The rosemary comes in throughout the day. And I'd say this, in my beard particularly, lasts about 4 to 6 hours on the peppermint rosemary. Peppermint rosemary, I'll just continue talking about oils here for a second. So then you have Blessed Zest. So here you go with the Blessed Zest. Same label design, same bottle, same type of dropper. You get this up here, and there you go with that. This gives you spice and citrus, basically. So it's the Blessed Zest. I get the spice right away with undertones of citrus. When I put it in my beard, I get the citrus more, and then the spice kind of comes on a little bit later. I do get spice right away, but if you know anything about like citrus scents, they kind of wear off, and then the spice will stick around. I really like citrus spice scents, so to me, that one was really good. Then you have the Havana Reserva, and I just call it the Havana Reserve, but it's Havana Reserva. This probably was the one that I used the most. I just really liked it. It's Cuban tobacco with cinnamon, vanilla, and pepper. And the first thing I get is tobacco, but I also get the pepper right away too. I don't get a ton of vanilla profile in it, but I think what the vanilla does in there, in my mind, is it calms down the pepper a little bit and sweetens up the tobacco a little. Same thing with the cinnamon. I get a little bit cinnamon scent, but when I wear this, it's not anything that like you feel the cinnamon on you. I don't feel anything with this, but I really like the Cuban tobacco scent and the way that he sweetens it up and puts the cinnamon in there. The way they all blend together, this scent is just amazing. Then I'm going to talk about Amber Oak. So here you have it. This is the one that everybody's heard about. This is probably, I guess, kind of what, I don't know if it necessarily put them on the map, but this is the one that gets most of the attention. And the reason for that is it evolves throughout the day, but it really starts with pepper, amber, vanilla, and oak. And I feel like the oak comes through at the end. Again, the vanilla, I think, sweetens it up. I don't get a big vanilla scent. And I'd say it's definitely more amber and oak, just like the name says. So I think you have the undertones of the vanilla and the pepper. I don't necessarily think like it hits like a spicy note, but it's very masculine. And I mean, I'm just gonna come out and say it. Everybody else has said it. It smells like old money. It's just cheaper and better. So this is gonna like top seller probably, and you know, this was in one of my favorites. I've had this for a long time, and it's something that I've worn often. So between like Amber Oak and Havana Reserva, like those are my two that I go back and forth the most on. They're my top two. But then you have this little guy that he just launched, and I want to talk about this for a little bit. And I wasn't saving it for last because it's necessarily my favorite. I was saving it for last because there's a cool story with it. So the first thing you're going to see is it has a different label, right? So as you can see, it's got mountains in the background, and it's called The Summit. And if you go onto the website and read what the description is, I'm just going to read it word for word for you because I want you to kind of get the effect of this. So here we go. So you're walking through the Maine wilderness. You're surrounded by pine trees, and the air is fresh. You begin your ascent. As the trail gets steep, the smell of the pine trees fades, and the crisp air takes over. All your hard work pays off as you crest the final push. The summit rewards your efforts. Our summit rewards your senses with balsam fir, marjoram, and lavender with hints of cedar and leather. Take a journey to the summit. The feeling is priceless. So let's talk about that for a second. So you have a woodsy scent, right? I mean, that's what it is. I get pine and cedar the most out of it. It's a woodsy scent. It's your outdoors woodsy scent. But the story behind it is Jeff's an avid outdoorsman, right? I mentioned that earlier, and he does hiking. Well, they have this thing called the New Hampshire 48, and what it is 48 peaks in New Hampshire that are over 4,000 foot. They're 4,000 foot peaks, and there's 48 of them. And there's a thing called the New Hampshire 48, and it's to climb all 48, to reach the summit of all 48 in a year. Some people do it a little bit more, some people take a little bit longer, but what Jeff is trying to do is hike to the summit of those peaks, all 48, within a year. And so he hiked to the top of one, he got a picture, that's where the label came from. But this was really something meant and created to remind him of his journey, his accomplishments, and what he's doing. So this is special. This was created as a special addition to him, and I think he's going to keep it around because it is special and it's something that he's accomplishing and something that he's doing, and it means a whole lot. So huge, awesome story behind it. This is the scent and the story that he gets when he's climbing up the summit, and that's where the story came from. All of the scents have a cool story, and his website has like this awesome motto and phrase, and it's like, everybody wants to have a great beard day every day, is something he said, and it's hilarious. And the goal, when you're reading it, Madison's kind of cracking up reading his website, is like the goal is to get beard care products into the hands of every man, and he does that through pricing, right? His pricing is extremely cheap. So let's just grab an oil here, and let me just say, like, oh, this is, you know, a pretty cheap price. What would you think? Would you think like $15? Would you think $17? And then I show you this awesome balm and the tin on this and how crazy it is and how awesome it is. And I show you the actual balm. There's my streak. So the balm is very soft and emulsifying. And when I go like this with my thumb, I can get it in there and I can rub it on my palm, and I can just go like that, and it's all gone. Like, it's all gone, and it doesn't leave. It's like lotion. It like rubs in, and it doesn't leave. That scent of amber oak is just hitting me, and it doesn't leave like this greasy film. It doesn't look oily or anything like that. It just feels, my skin just feels soft and smooth, and when I put it in my beard feels soft and smooth. I feel like I have this wonderful, like, softness to my beard and this wonderful coating over my beard, and it doesn't leave it feeling greasy, oily, or anything like that, but it also gives it hold too. So I watched Jeff's video on how he styles his beard, and if you watch his latest one, he does oil and balm and mixes them around and rubs it in, then he blow dries. So I wanted to try that once. I was like, oh, well, I've never really put balm in before it blow dried, so let me try it. And I think what it does when you put it in is it starts getting that heat, and instead of brushing your balm through or combing it through, that heat is kind of like melting it through your beard. And then you're brushing, and it's spreading it all out in like liquid form from the heat. And then you blast it with the cold air, and it sets it in place, and it sets that balm in place. So you're styling with the balm as you go with the blow dryer. And I really liked that. I kind of hit on something, and I'm going to continue testing that more. So don't take that as like, well, that's why all this worked. Like, I don't know. I just want to test it because to me it was awesome, and I was like, well, that's something I learned from Jeff. I'm going to try that out. If he's doing it and look at his beard, I'm going to try it. But I also did a couple no blow dryer days, some natural days, Monday and Tuesday, and it helped style my beard, and it's going to be one of my favorite balms for sure. Out there. So the balm is awesome, the oil's awesome, and then you have these guys. So you have the Cowash. This is one that everybody probably already knows. It's the Peppermint Rosemary. As you can see, I've used this one quite a bit because I've had it and I've used it. But then on Friday, he launches out this guy. Everybody's favorite scent, the Amber Oak. And so let me just tell you about the scents real quick. The Peppermint Rosemary is awesome in a co-wash because I like that peppermint, that minty feel in the shower. It makes me feel clean. I can feel it, and it feels good. So I really like that. The scent is strong enough of the peppermint in the shower, and then you get the heat, and it kind of like unclears your nasal passages, and it just makes you feel clean, refreshed, and great. The Amber Oak, now I'm going to be honest, I ordered this Friday, and I only got to use it once because I was traveling all week, so it came in the mail while I was gone. I got to use it this morning in the shower. So I've only had to use it once. But I feel confident enough to be able to tell you, like, I've used the Peppermint Rosemary all week, so I know how the co-wash works. This scent smells just like the oil and the balm of the amber oak, and in the showers, it smells the same. It's a little bit stronger than when you put the oil and the balm in, but it washed out. Like I smell my beard right after, and I didn't smell like amber oak still. I've heard people say it's really strong and that it lasts, and I didn't necessarily experience that, so I think it kind of depends on everybody's beard and how their hair sucks it up and their skin sucks it up. But to me, I let this sit on in the shower and I washed it out when I got out and was drying my beard and stuff. Like, I didn't have a lingering smell of amber oak, and if I did, it wasn't anything overpowering that my oil and balm is not covering it up right now. So that's good. As far as how it felt, all I'm going to say, guys, is co-washes in general are great. Co-washes are great. They do amazing things for your beard. They keep the tangles out. They make you feeling soft. Bad Dog's co-wash is amazing. So all co-washes are great. I've never experienced really a bad co-wash. Bad Dog's co-wash, amazing. I can brush my comb through it when I get out of the shower, and it's just so soft and smooth. I never have any tangles. And I mean, that's kind of how, like, all co-washes make my beard feel soft. That's the purpose. That's what they do. But I still get some snarls every once in a while. I still get some tangles. I still get some spots where I have to pull the comb through. I didn't have that with Bad Dog Co-Wash at all. And this stuff was amazing. And like I said, all co-washes are great. Amazing. This is going to be in my arsenal for a very long time. There is only these 2 scents right now. I think more are coming. I'd like to see more. I love these pump tops because for me, I can just set it in the shelf in the shower, pump it out, and not have to worry about it. Now, a lot of people say, like, well, but you can't get the bottle completely empty. And it's like, I would rather deal with this in the shower until the bottle gets down there and then just, like, turn it upside down and kind of pour it out and things like that. I'd rather deal with that when this gets empty than have to do this every single time and then try to do this and twist a cap back on. I like the pump. It's just what works for me. We all have our preferences. The pump is a great pump, and this is what works for me and what I enjoy in the shower. So I have nothing but positive things to say about the Co-Wash, and in fact about the whole company. So, Jeff, amazing job. Your website is simplistic, but what I really love is you don't have just scent profiles on each product. You have a story that tells what the scent profile is. You have the ingredients, and you have a really simplistic but nice website. It's uniform. The labels are uniform. I love that. The beard oil feels great on my skin. The balm feels great in my beard, and it styles and mixes up. It doesn't leave me feeling greasy. And the Co-Wash tops it all off. It takes the cake. So great job, Jeff. Everything you're doing with the company so far is awesome. I love the hat. I love the product. Here's what I would like to see. I'd like to see more scents in the Co-Wash. I'd like to see shirts and more merch. I'd like to see more scents in general. And I know some of them are coming, but I think you could do amazing things with a fruity scent. Maybe not citrus, but fruity. Or, you know, a cherry or something like that. But that's just me. That's my scent profiles. That's what I like. So, of course, I'm going to tell you, like, something that I like. And then maybe a beard wash. And, you know, there's a lot of us that are loyal to companies. There's a lot of us that I want to use your wash and your Co-Wash. There's a lot of us that mix and match. But with what I see with what you do with all your products, I can only imagine what you would do with a wash. A butter. I would love to see a butter. And if there's anything that I can do to help any of these out, let me know. Because I believe in the product. I believe in the guy behind the product. And you guys all know I'm honest, I'm fair, and I believe 50% of your money goes to the product and 50% goes to the people behind the product. So I'm willing all over the place to help out here because I believe in the person and the product. So earlier I mentioned, what would you think you'd pay for this? Like 17, 18 bucks. And then the balm, what I've said about that, what would you pay? 17, 18 bucks. So maybe you're at $35, $36 for a bundle, and you'd be like, yeah, maybe that's a little steep. But maybe you'd purchase it based on reviews. And then you'd get it and you'd be like, you know what? That was completely worth it. This is worth 35, 36 bucks. But it's not. It's $26.99, I believe, on the website. $26.99 for a combo. Not only that, but I have a discount code that gives you 10% off. And I'm going to link it below. It's Faithful 10, I believe. If not, it's Faithfully 10. It's one of the two, but I'm going to link it below. So check out the description below and you'll see the discount code. So $26.99 for an oil balm combo. And these are 2 ounce and 1 ounce here. So plenty of product. You got the 8 ounce Cowash, which is $16.99, I believe. So for basically $40, you can get a oil balm Cowash bundle. And then you can throw on one of these awesome hats and you got the whole works. So if you haven't tried out Bad Dog Beard Company yet, A, reach out to Jeff on Instagram. He's very responsive and big in the community. B, you got to go to the website and try it out. I mean, you are missing out. If anybody ever has FOMO, fear of missing out, like I do, you need to be having FOMO right now because you are missing out. So get to Bad Dog's website, link below, and order something, use my code because you will not regret it. You will be sold on Bad Dog. I recommend Blessed Zest if you're into spice citrus. Amber Oak because you have to. Amber Oak, you can't go wrong with Amber Oak. And then Havana Reserva if you like any sort of tobacco scent. I like Summit. I'm not a big woodsy person, we all know that. But I like Summit because I want to support Jeff and his journey. And I want to show him that I'm behind him, helping him reach the summit. And so it means something to him. Peppermint Rosemary, if you like peppermint scents, this is going to be your jam. So you can't go wrong with any of them. Go on the website, go on his Instagram, follow him, participate in the comments below. I want to see comments. I want to interact with people's comments. And then be on the live stream tonight. We're going to give back tonight. I have sitting right in front of me a Summit Oil and Balm combo that we're going to give away. I have an Amber Oak Oil and Balm combo that we're going to give away. And I have, that's it. I have an Amber Oak Oil and Balm combo we're going to give away. I have a Summit Oil and Balm combo that we're going to give away. Those are things that I've purchased that I'm going to give to you. Also, Jeff might throw something in there too, so you never know. So you got to watch this video. You're going to comment the number 4 down below, and anybody that comments that is going to be entered to win one of the giveaways tonight on the live stream. You have to be present in the live stream to win. You have to be subscribed to my channel to win. You got to be subscribed to me and Jeff on Instagram. So one of those giveaways is going to be random between who comments on the number 4 in the comments below. Another giveaway is coming from my Instagram, so stay tuned. You got to be paying attention to my Instagram. That's where the other one's coming from today. So we're intermingling Instagram and YouTube, but it's worth it for you all. You all have an opportunity to win at least 2 bundles tonight, maybe more if Jeff throws them on. But we are also in the midst of autism awareness, so I want to say give this a thumbs up. Support everybody in this community. Bring people into the community. I have my business cards now, so whoever wants some, DM me your name and address. I'll send you some stickers and business cards for free so we can grow this community. That's another way to give back. Hand out cards to people with beards and invite them in. So we have that going on. We got the live stream tonight. It's Bad Dog Week, and I can't be more proud to make this video for such a great person and such a great company. So go check out some Bad Dog, and while you do it, grab your coffee, grab your bang, feel your man mane. Go check out the website, the links, use my discount code. You won't regret it. And until I talk to you guys next time, you guys, I love you all, and God bless you.